Internal alignment is the number one challenge inside of B2B companies. My own studies across over 100 different C-suite executives, by far the number one. You said number one throughout the hundreds of companies you've worked with. I've had other go-to-market partners on, work with Fortune 500 mid, absolutely. And internal alignment, get hold of this. Executive teams that are internally aligned have 2.4 times the revenue growth of non-aligned, and they have 2 times greater profitability. What you're bringing up, what you're talking about, isn't a throwaway line. This is the number one challenge. And we were talking back and forth. We can either look at it one of two ways. Either we are our own greatest blockers, our own greatest challenges for sustained growth, or we have the greatest opportunity ourselves. It's not dependent on anyone else. It's not dependent on the technology or the products that we're delivering. It's dependent on how we come together as a company. And the old adage that VC firms and PE firms, they invest first in the team, high performance teams, the company, the product separately. It goes right to what you're saying here is we have to be high performance. We have to be aligned. What's so difficult about it? Why aren't we?
It's a really good question. If I had totally cracked the code, I think that perhaps I would set up my own consulting shop to help teams to have better alignment. But I think that thinking about the yin and yang of understanding ICP, what I will say is that teams that are really obsessed with their customers and are aligned around who their ICP is are the teams that does act as a really important forcing function, right? When
Yeah.
everyone in an organization understands what impact is for those customers, and not just in the pre-sales process, by the way. I'd say more important, or at least equally as important, after they've become a customer, making sure that impact is delivered, especially in a SaaS or recurring revenue business, where so much of your ability to generate revenue from that organization happens after that initial sale. So when teams are really aligned around this concept of impact, which does correlate directly to who their buyers are and what that buyer values, those are the teams that will naturally become more aligned. Again, I think there's a lot of other ways to drive alignment, but I think that if I had to pick one thing that people really spend some time thinking about, that would be the one thing.